first get a new client, okay, and you do all their inches and measurements and everything like that, all you need to do is say, listen, we do a testimonial program. I would love for you to participate in it, because even if you just do it for yourself or you want to share it at the end, it's up to you. But with this, we can write in your starting weight, starting body fat, you write a brief description of how you look and feel and what your goals are. And then every 3 months, okay, along the way to our 12 months, we're going to update it. We'll take pictures every 3 months as well, so we can see our progress visually.
Yeah.
Okay, and at the end of it, if you want to keep it for yourself, great. If you want to let us put it on our board and share it with our other members, we would love to do that too. It's completely up to you. But this way, we can at least keep a visual journal of where we're at as well. Take a picture from your iPhone or whatever. Okay, it's easy. Okay, most people aren't going to tell you no to that.
Yeah.
Okay, they want to be able to see point A to point B. Okay, so now we know exactly what we're going to be able to set up for you. Okay, now I'm going to kind of show you like our baseline packages, and you tell me, Ms. Donna, what you think fits for you, and I'll be able to work with you and customize it, because ultimately at the end of the day, I just want to get something that works for you, okay, and get you where you want to be. Okay, so with our program, okay, we know that our ultimate goals, okay, is to lose 50 pounds of fat and to build 10 to 12 pounds of lean tissue back in your body, right? That we've lost over the years. Okay, and we want to get your body fat from 42% into that healthy range. This is the risky range that we're in now. And we want to get it into the healthy range, right? Okay, so these are our goals. And based off the math that we did, we know that it's going to take anywhere from that 10 to 12 month range, right? Okay, and you're here for the long term anyway, right? Okay. All right, so the 2 programs that we offer, okay? For training, we have a 30-minute session, or we have a 60-minute session. Okay. Now, the only 2 things that are going to differentiate the 2, A is going to be price and how much you're working with your trainer. Okay. The 30-minute sessions are normally $40 per session. The 60-minute sessions are normally $75 a session. Okay. Now, based off of what we did today, okay, how long did we work out together for?
15.
About 15 minutes, right? You're pretty tired, right? And what we did today was all 3 of these together. Right? So imagine if we were just focusing on this one day, just our strength training. Okay, what I want you to do, I want your workout to be about 60 minutes, 3 days a week. Okay? What I want you to do though is, we want to focus on just this one thing that day, not do everything together. So I wouldn't think, to be honest with you, after working with you today, you don't need, the biggest thing you're going to need help with strength training, right? Okay, we're going to design a program for you. Where's the book?
It fell.
Okay, we're going to design, your daily nutrition and exercise journal. You're going to get this book. Okay, in this book, whenever you come in today, let's say you came in today and we did upper body, I'm going to write out everything that we did. I'm going to keep track of it, how much weight, reps, and sets that we did. Okay, over here, I'm going to write out what type of cardio I want you to do. I want you on the bike, the elliptical, the treadmill. What type, if you're doing a heart rate training, you're climbing a hill, you're doing manual, whatever it's going to be, and how long I want you to do it for. Okay? Based off of your motivation and everything like that, if we write out what we want you to do, you can probably go there and get it done on your own, right? We're going to tell you what to do, you just go do it. Okay? If you can do that, we'll spend that first 30 minutes with you, get you what you really need help on, then set you up for your cardio. You go do that. Okay? Knock it out. If you do that, you can do the 30-minute sessions and get the same results you would do in 60 minutes. Now, if we put you on the cardio and 5 minutes later you get off and walk out the front door, then we might need to reevaluate and get you that help on the cardio side. But I really think if we point you in the right direction and have you doing it, set it up in your book, after you get done with your workout, you get it done, your results will be just as good. Does that make sense? So what I would probably do is start you with these versus 60 minutes. Hey, you're saving a lot of money. Okay, so you'll be able to do it more often. That makes better sense to you? Okay. Now, the reason I just did that, guys, how many people do you guys actually have that train 60 minutes?
I think 1
Nobody. Probably nobody. The reason that I even showed this option is, okay, I told her in the beginning I'm not trying to sell her the biggest package, okay, but this is my biggest package. So by me telling her, this is, I believe in you, you go over there and do this on your own, okay, this is what you really need to help with, let's do that, set you up on this on your own, okay, and save you some money. What did I just do? Put her guard down some more, okay? Because now she's thinking, okay, he's really not trying to sell me the biggest thing he has, and he believes in me. Wow, my husband doesn't even believe in me, right? That's what women want to hear, okay? That's what's going to get them, really believing that they can do it, okay? With your help, obviously, okay? So, Miss Donna, based off of, what you told me today, ideally you want to work out 3 days a week, okay? Okay, So I'm going to give you the option. Okay, we know we're going to have our upper body day here. We're going to have our core day here. And we're going to have our lower body day here. Okay? And you can train with the trainer 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 1 time a week, just to give you an idea. You know, these 2 programs here are the more popular programs that we do. You know, we do have some clients that train 4 to 5 times a week. These are more of our advanced programs. And then 1 time a week is, you know, like our beginner or our maintenance program. Okay? Where do you feel is a good place for you to get started?
Probably in the middle, 2 to 3 times a week, maybe.
Okay. Well, based off of, we know that, you know, your body today, you know, obviously your upper body and your lower body, or upper body and core were the 2 weakest areas. Okay? Here's what I will tell you. Ultimately, you know, you haven't trained in 8 years. You don't know a lot of, you know, you don't know a lot of any of this type of stuff, right? So the more help that we get, we're going to be better. But what I want you to do is pick out, you know, what works best for you. Now, here's what we're doing, okay? Because we want to make it, it's your first time in, you're a new member, so we also give you a discount towards training, okay? Because we want to make it easy for you to get started. That way we keep you as a member, keep you happy, get you the results you want, and everything like that. You tell all your friends, okay? So we also offer you a discount for training, okay? And here's what we do. We take $5 off per session if you get started tonight, okay? If you do a 12-month program, you pay monthly, okay? If you are in a position where you can just pay your sessions in advance for the year, okay, we actually save you $10 a session off. So you could be as low as $35 or $30 a session, depending on what you do. Okay, where do you? And I know you said somewhere between 2 to 3 times a week. Do you prefer to pay it monthly, or do you prefer to pay it all off and be done with it?
Monthly.
Okay, and if we did it at $35 a session, if you did 3 times a week, you're right around $100 a week. If you do 2 times a week, you're right around $70 a week. What do you want to do?
I probably am only going to do 2 times a week.
That's perfectly fine. Like I told you in the beginning, this isn't about getting started. You know, I would rather you start small. Okay, get into something that you're comfortable with. Okay, and then get your feet wet with it. Let's say we do these 2 days a week. Okay, let's say we start you out. You meet with the trainer this day and this day. The reason I'll separate them out for you. We want to work out this together. Okay. This next day versus you working out on your own, okay, we're going to have your book. Your trainer's going to go in here, go ahead of you a day, write out exactly what they want you to do. They'll show you how to do it ahead of time, but they'll have it all written out for you. What cardio you're going to do, you just come in here, check it off as you go, get it done. Come in on the next day, you can go over any questions you had from the day before, work out a whole different body part that week. The next week that rolls around, okay, this one will become your one. So you'll work out your trainer this day. This one will be the one that's written out for you, and this one will rotate around to the backside. Okay, and each week will just rotate around. After you do it for your first month or 2, if you decide, you know, you want that extra help on that day, that you're on your own, you can always upgrade yourself to that 3rd day. So I'd rather you start somewhere where you're comfortable. Let's get it going. Let's get you some results this first month or so, and then you go from there and decide what pace you want to be at. I tell you this: they're doing 2 times a week. There's no reason why you know, if you follow the nutrition program we set up for you online, you won't see results that you can see. Okay. All right. What times work good for you to train? Morning or evening?
Probably morning.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get a trainer. I'm gonna introduce you to him. Okay. If she's here, if she's not, I'm gonna get your book, get you scheduled. We're gonna get your paperwork done and get you set up. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Now let's say, okay. Now here's the deal. Have you guys ever priced training? Okay. You want to get away. The reason that I priced it like this, right, and I showed 2 discounts. If I show somebody a big number, let's say $420 a month, okay? If you show somebody something like that, a lot of people are going to be like, holy shit, I can't afford that, okay? But if I say you do 3 times a week, it's going to be right around $100 a week, okay? Or you do 2 times a week, it's going to be right around $75 a week. What fits best for you? Okay? You keep the numbers small, but the whole time, and the other reason that when we get to the price sheet, you're recapping our goals. And you're recapping how long it's going to take to get to those goals, right? We said the next 12 months, okay? The reason is, if you guys noticed from the very beginning, okay, when we started on this sheet, I started with 12 months, all right? I started pre-programming Miss Donna for 12 months, okay? We talked about the slow transformation. When we got here, we talked about starting here each month, progressing you, okay? When we talked about, you know, the sheets every 3 months, okay, doing your updates, okay? We talked about on here every 6 weeks changing this. They know that this isn't something, Because a lot of times the biggest objection you're going to get is, I don't want to commit for 12 months. Okay? How many times have you guys heard that?
A lot.
Okay? If you guys do this the right way and you program them long term what their goals are, okay, and you're harping on that 12 months from the very beginning, when you get to the end, they know they need it for that period of time because they know that 6 months, right, isn't even going to get them to their first goal. Okay? So you eliminate that from being an objection because more than likely they're signing up for a year or 2-year contract anyway, right? Jackson? So they're here anyway. Okay? And